Even though you hear someone speaking, are you truly listening to them? Today I will be giving an informative speech about music. There are three main points that I will be going over about this beautiful noise. I will start by discussing the history of music, then I will move on to talking about how it's in schools, and finally I will end with talking about how it impacts everyday life. So I will begin telling you about the history of music. There's no exact date to when music started, but it's always been around since the earliest of civilizations. It is very highly valued and treasured. As stated in Use of Music in Everyday Life by Adrian C. North, David J. Hargreaves, and John J. Hargreaves, the way in which we hear, listen to, engage with, value, and use music have changed dramatically during the past 2 centuries. In the 19th century, live music could be heard only in private homes or public concert halls. And this would presumably include theaters, taverns, and other sites of social gatherings. Music has always been around and it's always evolving. Music is also in schools. It is in all age groups with different music programs. As stated by Helen M. Holmesmer in Music Around the World, in grade 1, there are 2 or 3 45-minute periods for music. In grades 2 through 6, 2 45-minute periods. In junior high, 2 50-minute periods. In senior high, 2 50-minute periods are offered as an elective. Senior high schools offer general music, but other special schools also have band, choirs, and orchestras. In these groups, they are more than just using their voices. They use instruments, like the trumpet. The trumpet can be played in marching bands, or mariachis. Music is also in everyday life. According to the positive effects of music in everyday life, nowadays music has become so widespread, all thanks to the latest innovations and technology that permit easy access and acquisition. From the near-defunct cassette tapes, Walkmans, and CD players to the more modern MP3 players and Apple's iPod line, it has become possible for people to listen to any sort of music simultaneously, conveniently, and privately. Music makes you think more creatively. It opens up your mind to new ideas. It also can change your mood. When you listen to a sad song, you may become depressed. Or when you listen to an upbeat song, you may become very enthusiastic. I just talked about how music has been around for a long time. I gave you information about the history of music. I also informed you about how it's in education. And I also talked about how it impacts our everyday life. Music may just be words, but when you listen closely, it can change your life while telling a story.